Hi, everybody. Look, I'm gonna give it a few minutes. This is the first time I'm going live without any music. I'm gonna give people a few minutes to come on. Just give you a few minutes. Um, I'm not even sure how this works without the music, but all right, I'm gonna try to share this. But in the meantime, for those that come in, you'll enter and join in the conversation. I'm coming live for the first time, like I said, without any music, due to the fact that every time I have on music, I seem to get snagged or caught or something like that, and the people take down the show. So we're not going to be doing that tonight. So, but in the meantime, I would like to, when they come on, thank all of my viewers, subscribers. Thank you for sharing and telling a friend about Tea Time with Bunky that's on Facebook and um, YouTube. My logo, I like to give credits to Miss Dana Williams from Heavily Diva Custom Tees. She made that for me. I didn't even ask her to do it, but look how God worked. And speaking of that, I would love it if we were talking about the music. I would love it if somebody would want to bless me with a theme song so I don't get snagged and get thrown off the air. But if you come up with a theme song, just know it has to reflect me. It has to reflect me. So it can't just be any and everything. So without further ado, I'm going to bring on my guests and we are going to talk about some of everything tonight. Miss Rasheeda. Hi. Let me thank you for coming on. Let me get this
No, thank you for inviting me. Can you hear me?
totally fine.
Okay, now here's the thing before we go ahead, right? I can't see comments.
No, because nobody commented yet.
Oh, okay. Nobody commented yet. Okay, okay,
Nobody
okay. I'm
commented
like,
yet.
I just
Because
want okay.
normally I have about 5 minutes before the show really starts because of the music.
Oh, that's right. You said you can't play your music.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play music because I'm tired of getting snagged. Like they'll copy grab it because of a copyright, right? Yeah, but
Yeah.
even though
Oh,
you
it's
do,
real bad now with that.
oh my, but you know what I noticed? They'll take it and they'll hold it for a little bit. They'll pause it with gospel music, right? They'll pause it. But if it's not gospel music, I mean, they will totally pull the whole thing.
Oh. You should have your opening music dance hall. They never understand what they're saying to God.
See, I don't know. See, like I try to get music that relates to the story or me. I'm
Ah, what
I'm
would you okay, so what would you have played tonight?
I don't know because I had it in my mind automatically that I wasn't going to play music. And normally the song, no lie, the song will come to me a couple of hours before the show or right
Oh,
before the show. Got to give me the song.
okay, okay,
So
okay.
my mind was already set that we're not doing this or whatever because we have some stuff I want to talk about. Do I have your thing on the bottom? No, wait. I watched your show. People that don't know, no. Tell everybody about you first. Wait. Did I do my things? Yes, I did. Oh,
Whatever you need to do, go ahead and do it.
and a shout out to in the studio with the Rec Boys who made this connection.
Shout out
With
to in the studio with the Wreck Boys. Every day we catch wreck, all of that. That's it, yeah. Shout out definitely to my brother Chris. You know what I'm saying? Rashad too, but definitely my brother Chris and his wife Tisha. That's my boo, that's my heart or whatever. So, I love them. Tisha used to babysit my daughter. So yeah, that's we go that far back that she used to babysit my daughter. So
See, they told me when Tea Time first started, they said
mhm.
you two need to have a conversation. I'm like, I don't know her. I'm like,
Right,
I
right.
don't know. And then I started watching you comment with them.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. I think she's a little bit too hardcore for me. I don't know if I can have a conversation with her like this.
I wanted to, you know what, before we even get to the real topic, that's like the second time to anybody's watching. So, wait, so Tea Time where Bunky thinks Rasheeda is rough, hardcore. I don't know. I don't know.
I'll explain it. I'll
Okay,
explain it.
okay. I
Okay.
need that explained. I
Okay.
don't know how to take that.
No, what I mean by that, like,
Okay, okay.
that's how I describe some city girls, like all the city girls that I associate with mostly. You guys, you're
Shout out to
not
Brooklyn.
not
Shout out to
hardcore.
Jersey City. All of that. Yeah.
Y'all just take no prisoners. You're just like raw, like that's how you raw. Y'all come out like what?
Yo, my nickname is Rah. I know.
make sense.
My nickname, I look ashy around my mouth. Tell me in the
You
comments, tell me if I look ashy around my mouth.
and I look shiny, so it's
Right, so we all messed up in the game. Hold on.
that's what I mean.
People who describe me will probably agree with you. So I'm not gonna disagree. I was like, but I think I'm fair too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, you really are. Like
oh,
you
you
are.
put two E's in my name. It's one E, but go
I
ahead.
met. You know, I be jacking stuff.
I know it's all right. It's all right.
I
It's
be
all right.
jacking
My
stuff up.
daughter does too. She jacks up names and everything.
My mother spelled my name wrong the other day. I went to the house. Well, that's bad. That's bad.
No,
But
no, no,
anyway.
no. We don't even have to waste some more time. You know, it's all in good fun. I know what you mean. I know
Yeah.
it's not like I never heard that described about me. I do, because to me, I'm like, listen, straight no chaser. Just give it to me, and that's a gift and a curse, because sometimes I need a filter and I need a chaser. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Not everything should be and I'm learning that. Even in my older mid-40s life, I'm learning that. So I've calmed down. This is me calm down.
and look, and this is me getting rougher. How crazy
Oh
is that?
yes. Yes, balance, everything balance.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
it's crazy. Okay, so like I was saying, I had caught that episode with Rah and Ty.
Yes. That's my
And y'all
cousin
on
Ty. Yeah.
every Thursday at 8 p.m. on Instagram. So you guys need to
Yes,
check
so far.
them
Let
out.
us learn. Yeah, let us learn how to do all this mechanisms. We ain't as sophisticated with tea time with Bunky, but
Yeah,
we're
this
gonna
is
get there. Good evening, detailer. Yeah, we're gonna get there. We learning too. So right now we just in a little a pilot, as my one of my best friends call it. We in a pilot, and we're gonna grow with it and everything. So yeah.
I'm still in the pilot. But okay, you guys had on the show, you guys were talking about the one little thing I didn't put on here about the little boy, but you spoke about the lady in she's what 19, the lady in
Yeah.
Harlem and the young man in Ohio. Now, I have your cousin, she didn't understand me, and you said I'll explain it to you after, because if you don't kind of get me, you won't understand, I guess, where I was coming from, because it seemed
I
like I was
actually
offended.
so no. So I couldn't see your comments, right?
Okay,
And
because I'm
so
like,
what
I
I
look crazy. I'm like,
no, it's all good. But what I meant by that, detailer, I know she spelled my name with two E's, but it's not. It's all with one E. I know she made a mistake. No, listen, but
let me
no,
take that off.
what I was saying was I'll talk to you later, because I felt like she was after she was reading the comments, and I was like, who or what? You know what I'm saying? Who? And then I said, oh well, she also has sons. You have two sons that are cops, right?
No, one.
Oh, one is a police officer.
Mhm.
What
Yeah,
you have two sons though, right?
I have three sons.
You have three sons.
I have three sons, and one is a barber. My oldest is a barber.
Okay.
My middle son trying to figure it out. Trying to
Okay.
figure
Oh,
it
but
out.
the one cop. Okay. I only
But
asked that because I thought it was
my ex-husband was also an officer. My father's in law enforcement, so I come
right. I
from
knew there
all of
was
that.
some type of
Yeah,
family connection. I thought it was two sons, but yes, now that you're explaining it, I
right.
knew my memory. I'm 46. I knew there was some type of connection
Stop
with
it.
you and law and enforcement,
Right.
and so that's why I said, hold on, I explain later, because a lot of people with family and in law enforcement. Now, this is where we're gonna get. This is where it
But
goes.
yeah,
Right?
and yeah, now I want to talk about my little notes with Miss
Okay,
Thing too.
okay. This is where it goes. So they have a way of comment to me. They have a way of commenting sometimes that
Yeah,
supports law enforcement,
right, right. Even
because a lot of times you guys don't know how to separate your own children or your own family, from rogue officers.
but you know what I do? See, that's the crazy thing. Like that's the crazy thing, because even though my son is in law enforcement, I come from law enforcement or whatever. I'm not really. I, um, I don't deal with the police and law enforcement. I
Okay.
just there's an innate fear. I don't know why in me. Well, yes, I do. Of them, so I don't really rock with them.
Can we
But
pause right there? Can we take this step by step?
yes, ma'am.
Or do you want, yeah, let's because everything should be step by step,
Yes,
right?
ma'am. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay. So right there, right? So the
yeah.
difference between, so when you say, yeah, y'all rough or whatever, so the difference between you and I, and it's not a good or a bad thing, it just is what it is. The
Right,
difference between you and I was that first statement. They
right,
instill fear in you. They don't
right,
instill fear in me. They instill hostility,
Right.
because I know the history of them. I know
Right.
what the so we already looking at it with different lenses
Mhm.
because I'm looking at them. They don't still fear in me. I actually have no respect as a whole. I know there are individual
Because the
good
way they
cops that keep on saying,
it was all created. Right. Right.
yeah, how it was the history of it, how they act now. And really, to be honest with you, if you look at the statistics and you really read up on them, they don't really serve a great purpose. And I'm not talking about your son specifically.
And a lot of other really good officers out there. There's a lot of them. There's a lot. I know
So let
many
me say
good ones.
this: we need to see more of those because we keep
And
hearing that.
that's the thing. That's the thing. You need to see more of them. You need to see more of them. I know a lot of them. I mean, like, I really know a lot of them that haven't been caught up in the shenanigans. But can we go to this girl real
Yeah.
quick?
So
Can we go
yeah, I
to
was about to say. So that's going to bring me into what my feeling is
Taman?
about that in the
Oh,
backdoor conversation we had.
okay. So what happened was I didn't know about it because since I started this job, I really don't see what's going on unless I catch it on a conversation. So then
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I saw the video, and the first video looked kind of rough, right? Then I saw the second video from the police body cam. Then I looked it up. And for those that don't know, we're talking about Taman Crum, who's 19 years old, from
Was it
Harlem,
Tamani?
Tamani, Crum.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She's 19 years old. She was interfering. They were arresting her boyfriend, who was being arrested for attempted murder. There's
Yeah.
attempted murder,
Mm-hmm.
right? So there were several officers on him. This dude allegedly, I don't know, I wasn't there, I didn't see it, had a loaded semi-automatic polymer 80 handgun, which is one of what they call those ghost guns on him, right?
Mm-hmm.
But my thing with her is if you see anyone doing their job in any field, anything, would you think it's okay? Like if it's like a discipline thing, you don't see him getting roughed up because I didn't see him getting like there was a bunch of them on him. The officer that pushed her, right? Pushed her because she went up. You can see her kiss him. Number one, you don't do that. That's interfering with an arrest. You don't do that. Officer Detective Kendall Kinsey
Mm-hmm.
pushed her. Big cop. He's a big guy. She's this big, wet, this big. Why on God's green earth would you, first of all, think it's okay? Number one, you see all these cameras around, the police are around, the energy is heightened.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got their cameras out. You gonna run up there. You see her hit this officer. He swats her like a gnat, like I was chasing this fly all day. You don't know your own strength. She went flying, right? Next thing you know, you see mom standing up there with the slick-haired lawyer, right? You see her up there. She's trying to cry. If you watch it close, she's trying. She might be crying now, but the initial one, she couldn't because I'm like, are you trying to justify in your mind? Not, and I'm not, please don't get it wrong. Like I stand up for any sort of police stuff and like brutality because I didn't see that as police brutality. I saw that
Okay.
she was interfering with an arrest. The officer was trying to get her out the way. She went flying, hit her head. They arrested her. Yeah, she was.
Okay.
Yeah, you were interfering
Right.
with an arrest. He could have. The officer. What about if the officer got hurt? Now I look at that too. They have families just like you. It's a job that they chose,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like I
Mm-hmm.
chose my career. Everybody don't go and choose career like my career. People could look at it like, oh, you have bad this in your field. And yeah, because there's some horrible people in my field when you have control over other people's lives. Some people go on their power trips, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, bullied as kids. Like I call a lot of police officers bullies with badges. And
Now,
okay, you tell me
now
your
listen.
opinion on her.
Now,
Tell me.
now, okay. Now I'm coming. Right.
I know. Wait, let me make sure I got all my stuff out because I know you coming.
Yes. Yeah. Wait a minute. And then, wait a minute. You see, like, look.
And
You
we're
see,
gonna
I was like,
stay on her. Yeah, I saw your face. I was like,
look.
oh,
No, no,
she
no.
about
I
to
was,
go
I was
in.
pleasantly listening, patiently listening. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna let her. I want to get off because I'm in my head. I'm
Okay.
listening, not to respond, but to understand where you're coming from. Good evening, Sharonda. I'm listening really to understand what your point and for me to respond. But I am ready to
But let's just say,
respond.
if that was my son, no, he shouldn't. I would have been like, if it was me, if it was me, I would. It's heightened. It's a heightened situation. You don't know
I
what's gonna.
got you.
Okay, so go ahead.
Okay, so here's okay. So we have to really. I'm gonna try to dissect this as fast as I can.
Oh, yeah, because then we want to talk about
Right.
Donovan.
Yeah. So we're gonna. So okay. First of all, you want a 19-year-old to practice that type of restraint when a trained officer can't even practice restraint. That's my
But
thing.
but listen,
Wait, 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 wait. No, no, no. No, no. Wait.
but no, but listen, her thing,
No,
it
wait a minute.
wasn't the same.
No, no,
It
no.
wasn't.
I'm gonna cover all of that. Wait a minute.
Okay, I'm not gonna say nothing.
That's all right. I'm gonna cover
Okay,
it. I'm gonna cover it. That's why I said I didn't want to interrupt you at all because I'm gonna address everything, right?
all right,
From
okay,
your begin right? From
all
your
right,
beginning to your end, from your beginning to your end. Okay.
okay.
So one of the main problems that I have, one of the main things I have a problem with is what we have, the expectations that we have with our inner city youth who experience trauma every day, who experience anger, heightened situations, whatever trauma every day. And we always want them to be the ones that make the decision of what's right and what's wrong. But we don't hold these officers who's been trained we don't hold them to that higher standard. So I don't agree. So here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree with anybody walking up on anybody. So let me get that first. No, let me back it up. If the man is a criminal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then in the how we deal with criminals, we arrest them, then he needs to be arrested. I'm not here to condone what he did. I'm not here to say, yeah, let him go. He's attempted
We ain't
murder.
even talking about him. Yeah, we ain't even
Okay,
talking about him.
right. Now, what I am gonna say is one, we expect people in the hood or whatever, in the cities or whatever, to handle a situation correctly. You're saying it was a heightened situation. Well, I get it. You never come behind anybody, whether you're a cop or not.
No, she
Behind,
came. Well, yeah, he had his back.
okay, wait.
Right.
She came behind, and
Right.
she was. I'm not even saying that she was not that she was right in how she approached him. She was dead wrong because you shouldn't do that to anybody. There wasn't just a push and she went on the floor. He pushed her back, right? First, let's back it up again. She's seeing the situation. The situation is heightened because she's traumatized by police officers. NYPD and LAPD are the biggest gangs. I said gangs. I did not say cops. The biggest gangs in America. I said gangs.
Right. No, I
I'm
heard
talking about. I know
Oh
about
yeah,
the Bloods and the Crips.
they're pretty horrible.
They're
They are.
horrible. So
They're
now
horrible.
this girl who knows, right? We hear the stories, the Trayvon Martins and everything else, who knows this, has no trust of the cops. So she's hearing, yo, there's like 60 officers. They got your man on the ground. You get what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Okay. You know your boo. That's your man, right?
Okay.
That's your man, right? You know that it's not like I don't know, like imagine a much older version because he's the only one I could think of right now, like a Tamar Rice. You know, it's not a situation like that. You know that there was criminal activity involved. I'm not saying.
No,
I
no,
mean, like
not
if
yet.
it was
She
my
ain't there.
man, I would jump. It's like I just don't see whenever it's okay for her. She initiated it. Now, if it was
Wait. So we're not saying. So wait,
okay,
hold on. We're not saying it's okay.
yeah,
We're not saying it's
no,
okay. We're saying she was wrong. We're saying that her level, when she first did it, she's like, whatever. He could have turned around. They had like 50,000 officers on the young man, right? He could have turned around. If she's out of control and she's stopping you or whatever, she's obstructing justice and you need to control her, put the cuffs on her. Let the 50 other officers that are kneeing him and getting his gun or whatever, he'll deal with
no,
that.
he wasn't down. No, that's the thing. He was standing up. She went and she pushed him. It's not like they had this man
No,
down.
her boyfriend was down on the ground. They had him contained on the ground, and there was like a lot. There was quite a few officers that was on him, and she was coming through. She's wrong. So here's my pitch: she's wrong for walking up on the officer.
Yeah, we're gonna get ready
I agree that
because
she's
we're
wrong.
not because this might go. People, let's like clean this one up and get ready to get off of her because it's going wrong already. Because it's not you, not
Oh, what happened?
not just go. Come on. Come
Yeah,
on, because
it's not going well. We good.
I really want to talk about Donovan because I'm sick of her. But
Oh,
let's go.
okay.
Let's go.
Listen, because I'm trying to
No,
tell you that here's the
no, yeah, I
here's
want you
here,
to.
yeah. So what? So to wrap this up, here's the thing, right? She should she shouldn't have walked up on him,
Ran
and
up.
he should have been a little bit more we're trying to build NYPD community relations, right? We're trying to build relationships between cops and pushing, regardless if she was 4 pounds or 400 pounds, pushing a young lady to the concrete because she intercepted, because she didn't come up on him all
He didn't.
violent. She was
He
pushing.
didn't see her. No, he didn't see her. When I saw the
Okay.
video, he didn't see. He see even he came. She came up from behind. She came
Yeah,
up
he
from
didn't see her the
behind.
first time, but he
No,
seen her the second and third time. He kept pushing her.
okay.
He seen her the second and third time. He kept pushing her. He knew who she was after the first time, and he violently pushed her. He knew he was wrong. If you look in his face, he looked like, oh shit, I messed up. He even knew that he messed
Yeah,
up.
I'm sure he realized it, but did she stop? Or did she continue to think that she
Okay,
can
so
do that?
no, listen, I have no problem holding her accountable, but
Yeah.
what a lot of times we have a
Yeah, they
problem
both.
holding cops
No,
accountable.
I don't. I don't. Oh, I don't. I really
Okay,
don't.
okay.
I
A lot
don't.
of times we do. So a lot of times,
No, no,
so as long as we want the
no.
19-year-old to have enough wherewithal to know about the situation, but we don't want this cop professional to know.
But like you said, I mean, like that's a good thing. 'Cause I didn't notice that she came up on him a couple of times, right?
No, she came up on him once.
She
He
came
came
up
up
on.
on her a couple times.
See, I didn't see. I saw.
Yeah,
I
he turned
saw him.
around and pushed her like twice. He pushed her twice and then real hard pushed her on the floor. That's why people are like, why did you do her like that? He didn't have to. That's what I'm saying. You're talking about just the initial fall. 2 times before that, he pushed her twice.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
But are we gonna hold any? Are we gonna hold any accountability, true accountability, on this girl for intervening on an arrest,
Yeah, I said that already.
interfering with it? Okay, so
Yeah.
I just want to, because at no
No.
time with
She,
any,
yeah,
she
of
was
course.
dead. She was
In
dead
any situation,
in
in
any
any
situation.
situation, you never come, cop or not. If
Right.
somebody comes behind me right now, and I don't know, listen, if I'm the cop, I don't know what you got. You friend or foe. I don't know how you coming in. You might be trying to stab me. But once he turned around the first time and see she wasn't a major threat, he's seen that she wasn't a major threat at some time. I get what you're saying. Has she been, because you don't know. You're a cop. You're in a situation. Right. I understand that somebody's coming to mind. I'm trying to tell you that prior to her getting pushed on the floor, that he already seen that she was not a threat. She had no weapon. He already seen that she was 4 pounds, and he took it too far, and he knew it. It was all in his face.
He knew it. He knew it. He totally saw, and you can see it all in his face. Like,
he felt bad. And why do you think he felt
what
bad?
did I do?
Right.
And
that's
because
all
she
I'm
was
saying.
a young black girl, too.
Right.
You know
and
what I'm saying?
Yes,
so
we already have them. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
That's it.
And, okay. All right.
See? Aren't we glad we finished it? You was like, oh, it's going. See, no, it's not.
Okay. Now with the this part right here might have you a little twisted, but I'm gonna try to explain it.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about Mr. Donovan Lewis, who was 20 years old, who was murdered by Columbus, Ohio police for a no-knock warrant. They entered his house 2:30 in the morning, which I didn't know about till I watched you guys' show that day. A no-knock warrant. According to what they were saying, they said, which is the dumbest thing to me, they said that when the SWAT or whatever entered the place, he was sitting up ready. This is so dumb. I'm laughing because it's dumb. It makes no sense to me. It said that they said that when they entered, he was sitting up waiting for them and had like a spotlight and he had a weapon. That's what they said. Which I watched it, and most no-knock warrants or whatever, they had that thing that they bust through the door.
Yeah, I forgot. It's called something, the beast, or it's called something, but yeah.
Well, they had a key. They entered with a key. Did you see that they entered with a key?
Yeah.
And being startled like anybody. I know somebody comes in my room.
Okay, it was a key. I know they entered.
Yeah, it was a key.
Yeah.
Anybody comes in my room when I'm asleep, I jump up. I'm startled, right? And you can tell that he was startled and got twisted up because he was sleeping on the couch, got twisted up in his cover, right? When he was trying to jump up. You could say
that's what happens in 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if somebody comes in my room, I'm going to get scared and jump up, right?
At 2:30 in the morning, I'm absolutely going to get scared.
Mine is 10:30. Coming in at 10:30, I'm done, right?
Right. But so imagine 2:30.
The light that was flashing, you can obviously see that it was coming from the police officers, right? It was coming from the police officers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what killed me with this, what the whole thing killed me because this boy was shot 3 times. He was shot in his face. Okay. He was shot in his face. The charges, you know the charges? You know the charges? The
What
charges
are the
was
charges? No, he's not. No, 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 no. He is not dead.
okay. Well, no, that's my mom. My mom don't. She don't know.
Oh, okay.
Trust me.
Yeah. No, I
Okay.
just want to make sure that she. Yeah.
Um,
Okay. She knows that
no,
he
no,
is
he
not
is.
dead.
He is dead. As
Wait,
I
wait.
knew.
He did die.
That's why I was like, don't listen to my mother. Don't pay that no mind.
Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. This is okay. This is the one that was handcuffed to the floor, and they asked him to walk out like a dog.
I didn't see her. All I saw was when they entered the house because I didn't watch the whole thing. When they
Yeah, they
entered the
handcuffed
house,
him and made him walk like a
but he
dog
was
and all that
already
stuff.
no, he was shot in the face. This might be something else that you're talking about. This guy was 20 years old. They
Okay.
came in with a K9.
Yeah, this is the K. Okay. Oh, girl,
Okay,
listen.
K9.
Yeah,
It's so
sorry, there's
many.
so many instances.
Right, but the charges were domestic violence,
Okay.
assault, and improper handling of a firearm. But listen, this the thing. You're doing a no-knock warrant for a domestic violence situation, 20-year-old. His girlfriend was talking. She said that, he was a great man. They had, as of recently, he's been having issues. Who knows what's going on? He
Mm-hmm.
pushed her,
Mental health.
whatever. She left, right? She left, called the police on him, right? An incident that happened in the park. So that was a domestic violence thing. The weapon thing was over a year ago.
Mm.
It was over. So that wasn't even recent. That was over a year ago.
Okay.
And the police officer, see, because I got to name the officers. Ricky
Yeah.
Anderson was 30 years on the force in the K9 unit. So he's currently on administrative leave, paid.
Paid.
Now,
Of course,
you would
yes,
think
paid. Paid.
the no-knock warrants for some situations, for some situations, if it's a violent crime or whatever history, like the what is it? The gangsters, all stuff, when they do the FBI,
Mm-hmm.
they do all that. If it's something like that where there is total research and you're doing all this stuff and it's violent and deemed, yes, no knock warrants. I'm all for it. Not true, not the violent one, because you
Mm-hmm.
can't let them know you're coming. That's like a surprise party. You're
I
gonna tell a
actually, I
person.
actually, I actually agree with you on that. I
Yeah.
believe.
So
I believe. Yeah.
all not no not no no not all of them are bad. This was, and a lot of them, this one was heinous
So
because this
so here,
officer.
so here's the thing: you can't have a one size fit all law all the
No,
time.
you
So
can't, and that's the problem. But see, my
yeah.
problem is with, first of all, why was there a no knock warrant for these charges? That's what I just don't understand.
So
It wasn't
so so we do understand. So we know what we do
well.
understand. We do, you know what I'm saying? So we understand why. We understand laws are different for certain demographics, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Rich, poor, black, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Brown, whatever. We know that the law is different. We know these no knock warrants, this laws always pass for any excuse to terrorize and arrest and incarcerate our men. And I'm not saying that he should be committing domestic, because people don't know how to separate stuff. I'm not
Right.
saying that he
No,
should
she
be
said,
committing
is he
domestic
dead? Yes, he's
violence.
dead.
I'm
No,
saying that he shouldn't be killed because of it.
no,
You get what I'm
no, he
saying?
shouldn't be. Absolutely.
That's all I'm
I
saying.
I
He shouldn't be
totally.
handcuffed, treated like a dog. He shouldn't be,
See,
because
I didn't know about that part. After
yes.
I saw the shooting, I was like, nah, I can't watch this. I was like,
Yeah.
I can't.
So it was brutal, and we have to stop. This is what I'm saying, right? We have to, it's not a one size fit all, and we have to
Mm-mm.
stop making excuses for one, because we have to look at each case. And just like people want to be treated as an individual and
Yeah,
not be
each case.
stereotyped, we have to
Right,
treat each case individually, because
right,
sometimes the cops, I have I do have, I'm not going to sit here and say I don't have a problem with cops. I do. The institution of cops, I do. But that's
right.
another, I do.
I
But
respect it. I respect it.
I can also sit here and say that since we have them and since they're here, there is a job that needs to be done, because we can't say, oh, we don't like cops, but then as we're getting, what I'm saying, domestic violence, and we're calling the cops, right? So we have to have some
Right.
type of level of respecting them to a certain degree for what the protect and serve that they're trying to do, that they're supposed to be doing.
that they're
But
supposed to be doing.
that's not what they've come to be. But anyway, with this particular situation, it's not a one size fit all. It's not
No.
right that you come into somebody's house at 2:30 for the charges that he have didn't warrant that. You know what I'm saying? And you come into his house 2:30 a.m. and you thinking he's supposed to know that cops are about to come into his house at
That's the
2:30.
funny thing. He's sitting there waiting, really? Like, if it's a no knock warrant, it's a surprise. You don't
Right,
know. Like
to me, it's an
that was a
insult of
lie. Yeah,
intelligence, and I'm not
it
going to keep
was.
on letting officers insult our intelligence. I'm just not. I'm
No,
just not. I'm just
I
not.
hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
But
So
you understand my part too, right? Well, not this one. I don't know why he's on me. But
listen, it's
you
okay.
understand? Okay.
With the female, we can disagree with that. We can. It's all good with me. You know what I'm saying?
It's all
It's all
different
good, but
situations, right? Depends on the situation. I think it depends. Like you said, everything is not cookie cutter.
yeah, it's
Every
not.
situation is not the same.
Especially with all cops, and especially with
Yeah.
NYPD and LAPD.
No.
Those two
No.
crooks, and I'm really mean all rogue officers, all crooked officers, but those two right there, they got too much of a history of scandal, conspiracy. Too criminal for me to sit there and trust a lot of what they say. I'm sorry. It's been long years with these NYPD and LAPD. They done planted stuff. They done set up. They part of the damn gangs of damn self. They done extorted. So I don't even get. No, yeah. Next.
And it's not them. They just have the spotlight more on them. I'm sure it's all over. It's all over.
And shout out to good officers. We would just
Yes.
love to see you more.
Right. They do. Like I had my ex on my show when after George Floyd was murdered. And we talked about that thing. We talked about that, him being an officer. And we talked about how, like my question, like the other officers that stood around and watched this man put his knee in his neck, like why was that okay? And so we
Right.
had that conversation on Tea Time and everything. And
Like we
and,
know,
and they
like
said you
here's
need
the
to call
thing.
them out. You need
Here's the
to call them
thing.
out.
You do, because we know that's not okay.
Yeah.
You know that
It's not okay.
somebody who went in the store and came out, regardless of whatever excuse, you know
Right.
that he's not supposed to be dead at the end of this.
No, and y'all sitting there. I don't care if he was on the job for 15 minutes. You're seeing you just came out of the academy. You know right from wrong. At the end of the day, it should have never happened. They shouldn't
I
have
see
had that.
police officers show more restraint with rednecks in the Midwest who are armed.
Oh yeah.
Okay?
I've seen it walking through grocery store parking lots with the rifles talking junk. I seen one of them on.
A lot of these middle America be chasing the cops around trucks. I seen them practice more restraint with that. You can't practice restraint with somebody who you think may be stealing. So what? Were they stealing a candy bar? I'm just saying that's worth death. So you think stealing anything? I'm just not trying to whatever.
No,
let's just say you think that somebody's stealing. Let's just say he stole 4 Heinekens. I don't know or whatever. You think stealing 4 Heinekens is worth somebody dying? Like, I mean, it doesn't make any sense either way. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and you think you're like good officers. Those officers was all complicit. So I don't. Yeah, I mean, we could. That's a.
But see, I don't. Yeah, I don't know them. I don't know, so I can't say. I can't speak on their characters. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just.
We saw the character that day.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, please, that all officers are not bad. I would not want. I know a young black man that just entered a local police force, and they go in with the intention. They go in with the intention of doing good. Young black man, shout out to him. Not gonna throw his name out there.
Shout out to intention, but as long as they don't try to kowtow to massa, then they should be all right.
Yeah. No. And he's not that person. My son is not that person. His friends also, they're not those people. Thank God. You need to get that mentality out of the police force. And it's gonna take a while.
Officers like your son.
Right. And it's gonna take a long time because it's the way they were created, and so you got to get them old ones out.
Right. But while you still have those old ones there, there's going to be traumatized situation like the female who's scared for her man that's on the floor and thinks that he's probably going to die or get a knee in his neck too.
But she wouldn't think that running up on the cop, running up on him with a bunch of other officers around would put him in more jeopardy. Like, really, You're just
No, she's probably
acting
not
out.
thinking at the time. She's
She's
probably
not
thinking like
thinking,
fight or flight.
or
She's
maybe
probably
maybe
thinking like
not,
I gotta probably ask it. I gotta like
or
say make sure that he's okay,
or maybe not, or
or
maybe
maybe
not,
not. But
or
in this
maybe
particular
she's just.
situation, yeah.
But we can't say because we're not in her head.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could have just been react. Because we know people that, not just talking about the police, in situations, they'll see something and they'll just react. People do that. They just
Yeah, he just
suddenly.
reacted and pushed her like 10 concrete squares back.
Well, I would have pushed her too, God dog it. I
Okay,
would
you
have
would
pushed
push
her.
it too.
I would
Okay.
have pushed her. You coming up on me. I'm trying to do my job and I don't know what's going on. And I got a whole bunch of people around
That
me,
was okay. I'm just
around the
gonna
officers.
so I'm just gonna say that was the
So we don't
third.
know.
No, I'm trying to say that was the third. 2 times. He pushed her back twice. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I
Okay.
think you keep on
But
talking about the third one.
okay, but the times he pushing her back, that means she keep coming.
No, she actually wasn't. That's what I'm trying to tell you. She
So he
actually
was.
wasn't. That's
So
no,
he
yeah,
pushed.
she was
Okay, I'm
backing
gonna have
up.
to go. Okay, I'm gonna go
The
watch that
first
because
one,
I don't.
the first one she hit back. The second and third, she was like, she was backing up because now at that point in time, she's like, okay, he's getting real rough.
Well, she came in and she kissed dude. She gave dude a
Yeah.
kiss.
Okay, yeah.
Everything, and that was the mind of a 19-year-old. That was the mind of a
She's a
19-year-old.
teenager.
Yeah. So that's that on that. That's not what this show was
That's
about.
why
But look at
that's
us.
why that older man got to be older than a 19-year-old and be
I
like, you
know,
know what, this young
but
idiot.
I know. But and the thing is, but that's the thing is, he's older, but also he's in a situation. Anybody that's in a if you're in a I don't go to bars or clubs, but let's say you're in a club or something,
Yeah.
and a fight breaks out. A fight breaks out.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to think that 19-year-old is going to act responsibly?
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. The first time he was correct.
But
I think he was right the first time in pushing her. I'm telling you that I think he was the first. I would have pushed her back the first time.
So,
I'm telling you, there was 2 and 3 that he didn't have to. That's what I'm trying to say.
I have to see these videos.
He realized that it wasn't a threat, and he still kept going. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Yes, the first time I would have pushed her back.
Okay.
The second or third time wasn't warranted. That's what I'm saying.
And she should have sat down too. I'm just saying.
Okay, we can end it with that. She should have sat down.
She should have sat down.
Accountability here is crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
We're just different. It's all good.
We're just so different. But it's okay. That's what makes the world go round.
That's it.
That's what makes the world go. But I like I said, I do not hold police officers up in their wrongs. I just don't think he was wrong in this situation. That Ohio situation and every other one that I've seen was wrong. Because
that's okay. Listen,
police
one thing about opinions and views is they are opinions and views.
Yeah, they are, and that's
it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes opinions and views are gonna get high octane, and sometimes they're not, and it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Because look, I respect your opinion. That's it.
And I totally respect yours too. But I'm like,
it's all good. To me, it's all good. I'm like, I'm okay. I'm just look. I'm gonna go rah, rah, rah for a minute. This is the art of debating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then we could go to eat dinner after me. That's what people have to understand, that you can disagree. You can be high octane, and then you could be like, you want to go for lunch?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. So that's why I want to say that to you, because you was like, no, let's get off. No, let's stay on. It's all good.
I know.
It's all good. You get what I'm saying? Because people have to see. No, seriously, people have to see that you can be real over here with something, and I can be real over here with something, and I can explain myself, and you can explain yourself, and it can even get heated a little bit. But that's okay. But we can bring it back down. Next subject, and it's all good.
Yes.
I'll come back on your show again if you have me. It's all good.
Yes, I will.
It's all good. We're all good here.
And neither is you. Yes. But the reason why I have to let you off 5 minutes before, because like I said, she has a show that starts at 8 o'clock. But one of the reasons why I wanted you on too, where we were going to talk, I don't even know if I'm scared. We were going to talk about.
Don't be scared. See, it's going good so far, is it not?
No, it is. It's going great. It's going great. Oh, okay. We're going to talk about the plight of the Black woman. You know, the way we're viewed, like the way you're see, I don't even know. Is it hip hoppy? What do they call it? Because I'm so out of the loop. Is it my question is, like,
you said it's a hip hop. Go ahead.
Yeah, hip hoppy, like the the way black women are viewed. Stop it.
Yeah.
You know, you're probably like, she's such a cornball. I know.
No, I'm
It's all
not
right.
calling you a cornball at all. I'm
Okay.
just
All
like, she's
right.
so cute. That's what I'm like. You said it
Uh,
right. I love
the
it.
way black women are viewed in America, right?
Hmm.
Um, like there's a bunch of culture vultures out there that steal everything from us, right?
Yeah.
You know, they want to steal the lips, the butt, the
Yep.
hair, the way they want everything from us. Everything, the dress,
Everything.
the way we
Hmm.
talk, everything. They want to
Yeah.
steal from us. And the way I have a problem with my problem. Here we go. I shouldn't have said my problem, but it's my problem. With the way we're viewed in hip hoppy, hip
Hip
hop,
hop. Hip hop.
hip hop.
Hmm.
Do you feel that women, I see it as not? It's just me because it's just me. Do the way they dress, the way the men calling women the B word, and
Hmm.
um I don't know. I'm like totally off. You know what I'm getting? The way we're pictured and
Okay,
viewed and
so
talked
not to
about. Like how
okay, so no, no, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna bring us there because I'm looking at the time and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna bring us there because I know where you're going with it. Hold on, I
okay,
know where
all
you're
right.
going with it. I already know where you're going with it, so I'm gonna come. So, um, in order to always know what our present is or our future is, we always have to
Know where we came from.
we always have to know our past, right? And
Right.
so let's just take it from the beginning real quick. I'm gonna try to do this because you can't give history lessons in 2 seconds, but at the
No, you
same
can't.
time, I want people to know because a lot of people just don't know. So if
Okay.
we take it back, right? I always believe in breaking stuff down because we have a better understanding when you do. Maybe that's the Aquarian me. I don't know. The Aquarius in me.
Okay, help
But
me.
okay, back in the day before let's start from the slavery and know everything ain't the man's fault, but we have to know why we do sometimes the way that we do because everything is psychological and from trauma. So let's take it back. So back in the day there was, and I don't know if anybody is familiar with this, there was a female called Sarah Barton, aka Hot and Tot Venus.
Yes, that's is that
She had the
the
big buttocks. She had
yes,
everything was
really
enhanced because we're
yes,
black women and we're from Africa and
yeah,
we know that we're thoroughbreds and we have these baby making hips and these baby
thoroughbreds.
making thighs and we're curvy women and we have these
Yeah,
big lips and everything. And to us it's regular, to them it's exaggerated.
right.
So they put her on display.
Yes,
They did anything with it. She was disease infested on her death. They showed her off along with other slave. And before that, there were slaves that were coming over, and in auctions in the off, we show their bodies, we show their
right,
butts, their breasts. We said these are breastfeeding breasts, and these are baby making hips, and they'll make it whatever, right? Because black women fed
yeah. We
breastfed
fed
white
right the
right.
masters
So
babies. Yeah,
right, Masters baby. So I say this to say that that started there. So Sarah Barton became the first video vixen, so to speak, because she didn't want to go back to Africa. So she was tricked basically into signing a contract, and she was drugged, and she was given alcohol to make her want to show off her butt and her emphasized physique and her curvaceous, hips and everything else, right? So she's like, back to the original kind of prostitute a little bit, right? Because then she started selling her body for sex. Ever since then and before then or whatever, we have, as a black woman, been put on show like we are
right,
thoroughbred horses made to be ogled, Google, but not respected.
right.
Malcolm X said it. Black women are the most disrespected
Most districts, yeah,
in the world. You get
in
what I'm
the
saying?
world.
Everybody wants to
Yeah,
copy us. They want our swag.
but there's
They
no
want our
respect.
strength. They
Right,
want our butts, our
but they
lips.
don't really
And
want to be us.
but
They
they don't
want to
really
be us,
want
but they don't want to be.
you don't want to be us. You don't want
Right,
the struggle that comes with us.
right.
You want the glorification, you want the lips. So
Yeah,
here we go, right? Black women. We've been put on display. We've been made to, be oogled and God or whatever. So now we've learned that.
right,
Just like a child learns from their parents, black people who have been grown up or whatever learn that we are supposed to oodle goggle, you know what I'm saying? Google, whatever. We're supposed to have eyes for big butts and everything else. We've learned to come up and disrespect women just as much as the Europeans disrespect us because we have the same mindset. And that's
Mm,
why, but here we go. We can only blame the past for so much.
right,
We have an information superhighway where we are learning more about ourselves. We are learning our worth. We are learning to love ourselves.
right.
So if you keep on continuing to want to be, what I'm saying, glorified and justified in media and in videos because of your shape, then you
Right.
have learned nothing of what we need to be more so. Also, let me bring in the Kardashians.
Oh
We have
God.
these features already. Nobody never wanted to mimic these features. We've been had big butts and big lips. Nobody ever wanted to mimic. Here come these chicks,
Yeah.
right?
And it looks
With the
horrible. It looks
BBLs.
horrible. Horrible.
Okay, we here come these chicks. Teaching Bethany Frankel from Real Housewives of I
Uh-huh.
forgot New York or
Of New
whatever is
York.
based.
Right.
Yes, she's saying what she's saying, and I'm down with her for that because here we go. You know what I'm saying? Here we go with these chicks that are able to say cornrows are popular,
Right.
big butts are popular, big
Big
lips are
lips.
popular.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, still in our whole style, and that's my whole thing of it. But black women got to be like, how we are, we
Yeah. We
are the
don't.
bar.
Yeah.
How are you falling below the bar, getting BBLs, chopping up your bodies, out there showing your
And
bodies
but
every
they
video?
doing it though. Like they're doing it to the point where all kind of medical health issues, people are dying and all that. Like you look at, because I look at Housewives and the Atlanta stuff. You see
Yeah,
these
yeah,
women out here with the injections where it doesn't even look, it look like characters I used to draw when I was little. You know, the butt stick out and then
yes,
the
yeah,
little.
yeah. Like the
That's what it
ants. They
looks.
look like
Yeah,
ants.
it's horrible. So, but I just don't understand why it's continually portrayed in videos. Like, why
Because
aren't
it's
we respected?
um we're not respected because we're
We
hated
don't
and
demand
envied.
respect. But what
No, we're
about from like
hated and envied.
our own men though?
Well, it's learned behavior, so
Right.
we know that it takes deprogramming to fix learned behavior. It's learned behavior. We learn to. That's what I'm trying. That's why I took it back to the Sarah Barton and the slavery days and everything else because we wasn't over in Africa, whatever we came from. We wasn't.
Right.
We wasn't. That
Africa.
wasn't part of big butt. That was regular to us. It,
Right.
it wasn't until we got over here and they showed that we were they showed the world or acted like we was freaks and everything because we were so curvy and everything else that it became something that's learned behavior. So then black men started seeing us as objects too and not people, right?
So,
So
but
we
what
are
about,
we are what we grow up with.
oh, let's take out, okay, the way we look, right? But what
Hmm.
about the word that they're called? Like, I'm not gonna let you call me the B word and think it's okay. Like, do you have a problem with somebody calling you?
No. Wait,
You
hold
don't,
on.
you know?
Hold on. Wait, let me just say this. Right. So words are important, right? And I'm like, I don't know because but yeah, I don't know if it's right or wrong. I'm just trying to tell you how I grew up. It
Uh-huh.
could be very wrong, but
Mhm.
because I got used to something, I'm
Right.
like, all right, that's my bitch or whatever. I just know that the vernacular is it mean to be to me. I don't like Queen Latifah has a song.
Yeah,
Now, don't get me wrong. I
you
know
and I
when it's
see
cool
why?
and when it's not.
Right. Her Unity song?
Yes, she's like, don't be getting it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know
Right.
when we cool and it's fun when we or whatever. But we know the context in which it's brought. You know what I'm
With
saying?
any word. Right.
Etymology and vernacular is important. Like how you say something and how you use it is very important. And so
Absolutely.
I don't know if we're supposed to be calling each other bitches, right? But
Right. Yeah, I'm
I
like,
just know.
is that not
Can I say?
okay?
Can I say the word?
You can say whatever you want. I just listen.
Oh, you just
Look,
don't, no. I don't want them.
I
I don't
just
want
don't.
them to shut you down. I
No,
don't want them.
no, no, no. I just don't curse. It has nothing to do
Oh,
with
okay, okay.
anybody else. It's just
I do. Listen, women, we're so opposite, but that's
a
good.
lot of my friends are opposite of me. That's why I draw
I love it.
to, yeah, because just
No, it's you know why it's so good, especially between black women, because um we all think we're uniformed,
yeah, no, we're
right?
not. Right,
But we're not. We're
right,
not a monolith. There's so many different kind of black women. You know what I'm saying? We're not
yeah,
one thing. And there's
right,
so many different. And I may assume that, everybody knows the word hip hop, but you
right.
came on and you said hip hoppy. So
Yeah,
I'm not, no, but I'm not laughing at you. You know what I'm
I
saying? I'm
am
like,
because
all
I'm
right,
like, I
let's
know
go.
that's
Let's have a
wrong.
conversation.
Right. And that's the thing. I'm learning. I'm still learning.
As
I'm
long
just
as me too, as long as you're always open up to learn, that's what I say. But as far as this, black woman situation, we got to do better. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Regardless of history, regardless of why we know why something is happening, we got to do better. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that we're supposed to be sticks in the mud and everything got to
right,
be
right.
all like, but everything in
Um,
moderation. Everything's a balance.
so what about, because we're running on time. What about the young ladies now that are having little girls? Should they be dressing them up in booty shorts and half
No, man. When I
That's
be seeing
see,
those, I be like, man,
that's what I mean. Like that's
oh
they're starting them off,
no,
teaching them how to twerk
no.
and do all that stuff.
No, listen, we are off the chain. You know what? You can't tell anybody anything in this generation. Anything
No.
goes. They all
Yeah.
free and love and he, she, them pronouns. And I'm not dissing LGBTQ, shout out to you, whatever, but it's so different. And
Yeah,
I'm
it is.
again, that's what they do, but I can only tell you how I was raised, right?
Right.
and and I can tell you that I knew there's too many child pedophiles, there's too many people registered to be
Yeah.
sitting up here and dressing these little girls like they
Right.
are like older
Grown.
women. I be seeing these
Yeah.
4-year-old like off the shoulder, lip gloss popping and all that. What are we doing? But everything, yes, crazy nowadays. Yes, everything goes. There is
Yeah.
no boundaries, there's no limitations, there's nothing. Oh, don't be judging. Oh, she just a little. Oh, where your mind at if you think that what she's wearing? No, ain't no mind anything. I know
Right.
what these pedophiles' mind is. And I was
Exactly.
a young girl that was touched by an older man, so I know what it is. You get what I'm saying? So I know
Yeah.
what it is. Stop dressing your little girls like grown women because they're not grown women.
So this could start to change. These young girls that are having kids today, they can realize that there's pedophiles out there, both men and female pedophiles, not just
Yes.
all men,
Yes.
men and female pedophiles. Stop dressing your little girls like they belong on the cover of a video.
Because they
Laying
don't,
up.
because they
Right,
don't. If you want to do a little video, listen, I'm not all, under sexualized, but I'm definitely not over sexualized. To me, everything is a balance, everything in moderation. I'm for the
right.
sexy, good. I'm not saying that you have to be a rapper and you have to be a nun, but everything in moderation. And you
But you
know
can
that
be
you have,
sexy, totally covered.
yeah.
Leave some for the imagination, because I'm telling you, like the
Janet
right,
Jackson was the hottest woman, and you ain't never seen her overindulge back then. And she was considered one of the hottest females alive at one time. And she was always wearing black and covered up and everything. You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
So it I guess it depends on the person.
yeah,
Depends. You can make sexy. You can make a man desire you just by getting into their minds. Doesn't have to be visual. Like my grandmother used to always say, leave some for the
yeah, agreed.
imagination. You know,
Yep.
think about it. Like not to the extent like that where you're like a creep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like leave something to the imagination. Leave something to the
yeah.
imagination.
Can you
And
please?
please, I
I'm
don't want
so
to see
tired
all of
of
that.
seeing. Listen, I'm so tired of seeing BBLs. I'm
Ugh.
tired of seeing big breasts. Listen, can we just and then really be honest with you? All these people grow up with this pressure. Even black women. Not
Yeah,
every black woman got big thighs. Not every black woman got a big butt. Leave these
yeah,
people alone and let their
yeah.
bodies be their bodies.
I'm that person. But I was always okay with who I am.
And it's okay. Like
It's okay.
our own. We
Yeah,
hold these black women. We're like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So we do it to our own. We're like,
yeah,
oh, you got to have big breasts. You have to have a
right.
big butt. Leave me
Yes,
alone.
yeah.
Yeah, stop killing
Love
yourselves
yourself.
out here over these BBLs and it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, look, this was like really a conversation. Look, I was like,
I
oh Lord have mercy, it's about to get crazy. Now you have
know
too
you was
many.
nervous.
I was nervous. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have you again.
Okay.
But not on a Thursday because I don't want to interrupt your show. But tell
Okay.
people real quick
Yep.
about your show, which comes on tonight. Like I said, 8 o'clock
Mhm.
on Instagram, Rah Ty Live. Tell people real quick, like what it's about. They got a little idea of what it's about just by two topics we done.
Okay.
So
Right. So first of all, Ty is my cousin. So that's short for Taika, Raj short for Rasheeda. And we're cousins. And we started with, so this is like a pilot. I mentioned it before. It's like a pilot, right? So we're practicing with each other, we're sparring with each other mentally or whatever, so that we can build an audience, so that we can start official podcasts.
Mhm.
So Live with Ron Ty is for Instagram, but when we go, it's gonna be a whole different name. It's gonna be, we're playing homage to our parents. Her mother and my father are siblings, and
Okay.
so the name of our podcast will be homage to our parents. But in the meantime, between time, we talk about anything political, social, anything that affects the Black community, whether it be police brutality, whatever, any Black. It could be Serena Williams, when it, retiring,
Right.
anything. We're Black women. We have nothing against other whatever, but we, our centralization, it was the
Right.
focus on what's happening with our
In the Black
people.
community.
So
Right.
if you catch us on, so far right now, until we get better with all of this thing, we 46 years old, so we wasn't born in this Gen Z era. But if you,
Hello, I'm
join us every
52. So
Thursday, we have our own page, Live with Rah Ty, and we go live
follow.
from that page. And we talk about, like I said, social, political, entertainment, edutainment, all of that. We talk about all of it.
Yes. And it's something, you guys. So make sure you go if you don't have
And we are
Instagram.
both from New York. You know what I'm saying? There's Brooklyn, Jersey City, Jersey, or whatever. So we do just be, yes, thank you, Gloria. So we do be hitting the topics, you know what I'm saying? And
Yes, I
so
do.
if you join tonight, we're doing a part 2 of Baby Daddy, Baby Mama drama. We're talking about the relationship. Yes, we're going to keep on. This is an ongoing series. We're talking about how important it is, you know what I'm saying? The foundation of who you have a baby with,
Yes.
whether it's the mom or dad, etc. So we'll
Yes.
continue. That's a part 2. And we
Okay.
talk about other, issues that be happening in our communities.
Well, I'll be on tonight. I'll be on. Y'all just don't destroy me too bad on it. Don't destroy me too bad.
No, no, it's all good. No, we're never level. We're gonna let debate, but we ain't gonna allow disrespect.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
we're not gonna allow that. And I really do. I love you. I know your sister Danica.
Yeah.
When I lived upstate, you know what I'm saying? When I lived upstate, we had,
That's my
we
little
formed a relationship.
sister.
Yeah, a formative relationship. So we family. We don't have to agree all the time, and we're
Right.
here to learn from each other, and it's all good. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it really is, and it really is. And I ain't as rough as she's saying, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
So can I be on your Instagram show? I'm from New York, and I'm an entertainer. Pearly White. Yeah, if you inbox me, R_Worth 217. Okay, that's on Instagram, R_217. You can message me here over here. You can inbox me there, or you can go to Live with Rah and Ty. That's LIVE with Rah, RAH and Ty, TY. Go over there. What do you want to talk about? You know what I'm saying? If we hit that subject, yeah, I don't care. Shout out to Tea Time with Bunky. Shout out to Who Do Your Local. Say the name again. Oh, okay. Say the name again. You're making me laugh. Say the name again.
What name? What?
I
What
love
happened?
you, Bunky.
Look, I know you.
Okay. We'll talk.
Yes,
But
we'll
say
talk.
the name of the person who did your local. I love it.
Oh,
I told my
isn't
cousin, I
it,
said we're gonna have to do something similar.
her
to that.
name is Miss Dana Williams. You can find her on Facebook.
Miss Dana Williams. If you are watching this or you will watch
yes.
this, can you call my cousin and can you call me and my cousin?
Heavenly Divas Custom Tees. Yo, she is.
Okay, Heavenly Diva Custom Tees. Get in contact with us, and I know you hook Bunky up or whatever because y'all be whatever.
Yes.
But
No, I didn't know her.
me.
No, I don't know her.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is she looked out? Call us if we gotta pay you. We're gonna pay you. I love what she did.
Yeah, I love it too. It's so me. It's
yeah.
So
This is. I support whenever I can be back on here. I'm trying to tell you, bring me back on here. Whenever
I'm gonna bring you back
me.
on. I'm gonna bring you back on.
Okay. Whatever you need from me. Listen, everybody, head
Yes.
over right now to IG Live with Rah Ty. Go ahead, Bucky. Sorry.
All right. No. Yes, I just want to make sure they got that. All right, you guys, make sure you go see it. Yes, Dana Williams is her name. You have a wonderful night. Everybody have a great night.
Thank you so much for having me again. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm gonna let you go. I'm just gonna tell them about the show next week. So you go prepare for your show. I'll see you on there.
Okay.
All right, you guys have a great night. But listen, for those that are still on, next week, next Thursday, my show it's called What Happened to Aaliyah. It's about a young girl, a young girl who was found hanging, and her mom, Miss Denise McClendon, will be on, and we'll be talking about that situation because there's like it's like, did she commit suicide? Was she murdered? It's really a touchy subject. It's really deep. Yeah, it's really deep. A lot of discretion, like parental discretion. I got all kind of advisories going on with this. So you guys make sure you tune in, tell a friend, That's next Thursday. Next Thursday at 7 p.m. So that's going to be pretty heavy. So if you like drama, like a not bad drama, but like a drama, that show will be for you. So you guys have a wonderful night. I'm going over to head over to Instagram, Rah Ty. Yeah, their show right there, that show, nothing like tea time. So you guys have a great night. I'll see you next week. Bye bye now.